January 2020 is among us, and the universe is calling us forward to take that step into the next evolution of who we are. Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. My name is Carrie Merriam. Welcome to my channel. Welcome and thanks for just showing up. It is an incredible new year, new decade ahead of us. It's a decade filled with magic and expansion and surprising truths, big spiritual awakenings, and the opportunity to really move much quicker in our spiritual ascension process. So oftentimes when I do these energy reports, I do them multiple different ways. I kind of tap in and see what tools want to work through me. So often I look at astrology or Ayurveda, what's happening energetically on the planet, but today I actually decided to pull some cards to connect with you about the 2020 themes. And I used 3 different decks. The first deck that I used was Native Spirit, and what I pulled, if you can see that, is Grandmother Earth. Now, this is a perfect card because collectively, no matter where we are, the start of a new year is the opportunity to look back, reflect, and review, right? It's this time of reflection and review as well as planting new seeds. It's looking at the harvest, the last harvest of what we did, where we can improve, and kind of setting goals for the next harvest to come. And Mother Earth is just about that. This card is about grounding into where you want to go by understanding where you are in the earth in this present experience of you. So really tapping in and just connecting and being open and honest to where you are, knowing where you want to move into and grounding into that, and doing this more than you normally do, like really grounding into this energy. As you can tell, the energy has been a lot more fluid, a lot more movement coming in, a lot more excitement, a little drive and push to move forward, right, with the new year. So within that energy, how can we ground and develop deeper roots to sustain us for the work that we are meant to do on this planet to come? So I love that this was the first card I pulled. It was absolutely perfect. And then of course, from the Hero's Journey deck, the next card that I pulled was the Northern Star. And this says, flip your inner light switch on. But if you think about the Northern Star, it's a perfect combination with Grandmother Earth, because exactly what I was saying, Grandmother Earth wants us to root into the wisdom that we are. It wants to drop us deeper into the understanding of self and then connect that with Mama Gaia. And then North Star is where we are heading. So when we understand exactly where we are in this moment and we can root into the acknowledgement of our wisdom and power, now we have the clarity to move forward towards the direction of our dreams. And this month is about clarity. It's about sudden awakening, of understanding why you're here, of understanding where you're supposed to go. Because you guys have been doing so much inner work through this spiritual warrior path. And it's time for you to start really recognizing you know where your North Star is, you know where you're meant to head. And with the rooting into the wisdom, the ancestry that is within you, you can move forward. So this is a month of sudden awakening, of clarity, of knowing the direction that you're going to take in your life. As well as the path is your internal light, right? So it says it right on the card, flip your inner light switch on. This is because the path of where you're supposed to go is ignite it within you. It's spirit is asking you this month to flip that switch on, right? So we got to take some aligned action to make that work. And then the last card I pulled from one of my favorite decks, Mermaid and Dolphin Spiritual Oracles, is Healing Heart. This is confirmation that you are a healer And even if you don't think that you're a healer, I believe we are all healers. That self-healing is accessible to every single one of us. But this month, this card is asking us to really, once again, acknowledge our gifts, acknowledge our wisdom, acknowledge who we are, and step into the next evolution of sharing those gifts, sharing that love, sharing that hearts, sharing that healing energy with the planet. So these are the 3 cards again for this month's energy report. You guys can see, and can't wait to connect with you next month. Leave a comment below, share this with anyone you think could resonate from this message. Sending you all so much love, my spiritual warriors. Namaste.